Newsday cameras captured ICE agents carrying out an immigration sweep on the East End. You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ken Bufa. 3 men were taken into custody this morning. Latino community leaders say the men lived in the area for more than 20 years and had no criminal records. We spoke with the wife of one of the men taken. Newsday is choosing not to identify her.
Me dijo que le llamo, me dijo, no se vayan a preocupar, me dijo que me agarró migración.
About a quarter of students in the community did not show up to class today. The superintendent of Greenport School says many families kept children home because of the ICE activity. And only in Newsday, investigators are looking into spending at the Wyandanch School District after an audit highlighted potential problems. The audit found high school principal Paul Sibley's used student club money to pay for expensive dinner, buy gifts for teachers, and purchase equipment for the school. He's been principal since 2009. Sibley says the meal was, quote, school-related. He did not comment on the audit's other findings. And the funeral will be held tomorrow for an off-duty Nassau police officer who was killed on her way to work. Officer Patricia Epsinosa was driving on Route 347 in St. James Saturday when her car was hit by an alleged drunk driver, Matthew Smith of Hop Hog. Today, people attended Espinosa's wake in St. James and spoke about her service to the public.
She was a community person. That's who she was. And this is very tragic. But what makes this even more tragic is that she died on her way to serve Elmont, our community.
The 42-year-old came to the U.S. from Ecuador when she was 21 and was part of the department's Hispanic Society. She leaves behind her 2-year-old daughter and husband, who is also a Nassau police officer. And it's been around for 47 years, but now Gino's Pizzeria and Restaurante in Williston Park is shutting its doors. The family-run pizzeria is set to close on February 22nd. The new owners are expected to renovate the restaurant and likely reopen in April. And a Whole Foods store is opening March 5th at the shops at Sunvet in Holbrook. The shopping center, which is on Sunrise Highway, has undergone a $93 million redevelopment. And a man from Belmore hit the lottery and took home roughly $4.5 million. Lottery officials say Jason Champagne claimed the prize Monday. He took the lump sum payout into the Cash for Life drawing. Now Champagne bought the lucky ticket back in December in Newburgh. All right, let's take a look at tomorrow's weather. I'm sure for James it's going to be sunny, but for us it is going to be chilly. Sun will be overhead, but temps will be in the high 20s. Of course, we'll have that 7-day forecast for you later in the broadcast. First in Newsday, heating and electric bills are going up. Virginia Huey has why and how Long Islanders are feeling about it.
The electric is ridiculous. Yeah, the electric's been going up ridiculously.
Surging utility costs this winter are fueling frustration among many Long Islanders. John and Barbara Carbone of West Babylon are fuming because their electric bills spiked up $20.
We pay a lot of money. It's crazy, especially with the cold weather. It never stops. Her and I, we're both retired. What do you do?
That's just mind-boggling to me.
Barbara Townsend of West Babylon is also seeing a bump in her heating and electric bills.
At least $50 to $100, at least. I noticed a big jump from November to January.
Spoke to National Grid today. They had an all-time high of gas usage on February 1st.
Newsday energy reporter Mark Harrington said the blast of winter weather that brought ice and freezing temperatures will likely cause prolonged spikes in utility bills, a result of high heating demand and soaring prices in recent weeks for natural gas.
The power supply charge for PSEG LIPA bills, that portion of bills increased 13%. For between January and February for this month, and natural gas prices are up 29% from National Grid.
In a statement to Newsday, LIPA said prolonged severe cold weather has increased demand, while natural gas supplies have been constrained. We will continue to closely monitor conditions and take steps to minimize impacts on ratepayers' bills wherever possible. With another cold snap forecast for this weekend, utility costs will continue to pinch pocketbooks.
Feel that it really hurts the middle class people, especially those that are on fixed incomes.
For Newsday TV, I'm Virginia Huey.
A federal lawsuit claims a network of people here on the island is responsible for more than 70 lawsuits linked to staged accidents and slip and fall cases. Many of the people named in the case originally came from the Dominican Republic and lived in Freeport. Newsday reporter Robert Brodsky has more on the allegations in the lawsuit.
They are connected either by a shared address, by family, by job. They all have, many of these individuals have resided at one point in one of a few shared addresses in Freeport. They all share a lot of commonalities. A lot of these individuals, they happen to have slip and fall accidents or staged motor vehicle crashes, allegedly, that are occurring in Queens, the Brooklyn or Bronx. They then happen to have surgery, allegedly unnecessary surgery, largely at Long Island hospitals, predominantly at Nassau University Medical Center, no matter their ability to pay.
Only in Newsday, a sick sperm whale was rescued and nursed back to health. Macy Eglin has it in this week's Picture This.
Newsday's coverage of this was just amazing.
April 1981, the sad reality of the circle of life in the ocean. A young sperm whale ran aground on Oak Beach, but lived to tell the tale. A rare success story that set a record.
This happened to be a fish story, but it was still big.
The whale, sick with pneumonia but alive, was towed to a nearby boat basin. Knowing the odds were against them, local scientists, doctors, and divers began Operation Homeward Bound to save the whale and return him to sea. His fighting spirit and the Latin word for his species, inspiring the name Feisty the whale.
And people flew from the West Coast to come. They traveled from the south. They brought their babies. People brought chicken soup to try to feed the sick whale and holy water to sprinkle on it.
At one point, things were looking grim for Feisty here at the Robert Moses Boat Basin. The doctor's efforts to administer antibiotics weren't working. That is until they devised a plan to stuff the antibiotics in squid,
which is like a favorite food, apparently, of sperm whales. And that's how they got the whale to ingest the medicine.
Whether it was the meds, the soup, the prayers, or a combination of it all, Feisty fought to beat the odds and survived. He was led back out to sea and later on spotted in a pod of other whales, the doctor identifying him by a scar on his tail. And considering sperm whales can live to be 70, we like to believe he's still out there. Reporting for Newsday TV, I'm Macy Eglin.
Watch more Picture This. Just go to Newsday.com, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Only in Newsday, there's a new scrapbooking trend popping up all over the island. Elisa DeStefano heads to Babylon to show us junk journaling.
It's the newest crafting trend. I'm Elisa DeStefano, about to make my first junk journal.
Inside brand new wellness event space Village Vibes in Babylon, Scrappy Hour is hosting a junk journal making meetup. So what is a junk journal?
We're literally just like collecting junk. So like if we'll go out for dinner, I'll keep the napkin, I'll keep the receipt, I'll have pictures of us from the dinner. I'll come home, then I'll make a spread with it. You can have it be memory keeping, literally anything you want it to be. That's like the best part.
This is my first time junk journaling, so where do I begin?
Okay, so you start, grab some materials, whatever you want, whatever represents your life, whatever represents some fun, taking junk and turning it into art. That's what we're gonna do.
Scrappy Hour provides all of the crafting materials. You can bring your own junk.
I emptied my handbag, and shockingly, I only have a JetBlue, receipt here.
So I went with a travel theme for my first page, but the possibilities are endless.
This is perfect for someone like me who doesn't like to throw anything away.
That's perfect.
Now there's a place for it.
I feel like we all have like movie tickets or Christmas cards, birthday cards, like bags or wrapping paper, and we're like, oh, this is so pretty, what am I gonna do with it? Put it in your junk journal.
You get really into it,
right?
It is therapeutic.
Yeah,
like
you could sit here for hours. Like
I'm very relaxed.
Right?
Let me see what you made. What do you have here?
So here we have some Converse shoes. Do more.
Oh, Okay.
Inspiration.
Connection and support.
Yes,
I love
exactly.
that.
A
I
little
feel like that's
both.
what this is all about.
Connection and community are exactly what the therapists who founded Village Vibes hope to create with positive events like this in their new space.
It's the feeling of friendship, it's connection. For us in the world of therapy, we talk about brain dumping, right? Like we have so much that we're carrying every single day and it just kind of like lives in there. This allows people to kind of brain dump, but again, creatively and artistically, but with positive things, with memories. I think it's just a super cool thing for people to have access to.
You'll have to check back with me in a few more hours.
You got so many
Got a lot of work to do.
fill,
Yeah.
And to find out more about journaling events, go to Newsday.com, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. All right, let's take a look at your 7-day forecast. Now, last check, Saturday night was going to be the coldest night in these 7 days, and check it out. It is still the coldest night, 4 degrees, and it looks like we may have some flurries though on Saturday as well. Thursday, Fridays, we are in the 30s, and it's warming up slightly Wednesday, but there might be snow to follow with it.
Long Island weather is brought to you by PTRC.
Now for more on the stories you've seen here today, head over to Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. I'm Ken Buffa. More news coming up.
Inside look at Long Island businesses as Newsday presents LI Works. Join Ken Buffa as he samples unique jobs and meets the people behind them. LI Works, now available at Newsday.com/LI Works.